Hi, my name is Brandon Phifer. I'm the Ibak product specialist for Jet-Vac equipment company, and I go through the basic functions and explanations of the equipment that we offer here in the Ibak product line. Behind me, you're going to see an F-Series truck that has a 16-foot box. This is just one of our builds. You can get any chassis that you would like. You can put this on an E-Series, transits. You can put them in UTVs, trailers. We have many options for that, and it's all based on your need and how you're going to be using the equipment. Here we are on the other side of the truck, and you're going to see that this F-Series here has the side access to the office. If this was an E-Series, you would also have a pass-through inside the office to the cab so you can step back and forth. And then we come to our generator. This system here is a diesel generator. It matches the chassis. If this was a gas truck, you would also have a gas generator. You can also set these up with a MEPS or inverter system, just whatever your need is. So here we are at the back of the truck. You're going to see that we've got an aero board at the top as well as a strobe. This truck here is equipped with a premium light package. You can also get just a standard light package. The difference would be the premium will have the rear lights, extra strobes, and an extra set of aero board on the front. The standard is just going to be the rear aero board. Well, then we'll go to the backup camera. The backup camera is going to make it really easy to set up on a manhole. You can safely get your truck situated and not have any incidents with other vehicles around or traffic. So into the system itself, this is a 1,000-foot HD system, and it's a fully synchronized system. And what that means is as you pull on the cable, you can see that this comes down and there's a small wire in the front that is connected to a potentiometer. And what that does is it senses that tension on the cable. So once you have tension on the cable, it's going to have a motor fire up and pay out to assist the tractor with going down the line. It'll be a lot more effective for forward motion. And then when you're coming back, it'll be the same thing. It's going to detect that slack in the cable, and it's going to pull up all of our slack, and then the tractor will start to move. That will prevent backing over your cable, getting tangled up, and possible entrapment in the pipe from cable snags. You'll also see that we have a brush that is going to knock some of the debris off of your cable as it's coming back. As a way to keep it clean as part of your maintenance, there is also a tray here that you can pull out and clean. It prevents all of that from dripping down onto the system. The cable itself is a 1,000-foot fiber optic HD cable. So the difference between fiber optic and the standard coax, you're going to have a lighter cable with a little bit more power to move your tractor forward. You can get this into up to 2,000 feet of cable. So here we have our T76 tractor, and it's equipped with an elevator. This is going to give us 8 inches of lift above the standard height of the tractor. The tractor itself is designed to go into a lined 6-inch pipe all the way up to whatever size your wheel setup and your pipe dictates. We have larger wheels available, spacers available. We have height kits. We have one called the Horse that will allow you even more weight and ability to drive forward. This tractor is equipped with locating sondes. There's a 512 and 33 kilohertz sonde in the camera base and a 33 kilohertz sonde in the camera head as well. So you'll be able to do your locating as you're driving through the pipe and you find problems. Another feature that we utilize is air pressurization. So people always ask, why do we put air in our tractors or our camera heads? So what this does is you pump up your tractor or camera head to 1 bar, which is 16 psi at sea level, and that is positive pressure on the inside that keeps water intrusion from happening, and it saves a lot of money on failed parts from water damage. This feature is just a refrigerant dryer filter, so the air goes through there, it removes any dust and moisture, and you put that into the inside of the tractor, and again, that air pressure keeps the water from going inside and damaging parts. And a lot of the competition is going to have a cylinder where you would charge it with the gas cylinders, and those can get pricey, and it's just trying to locate those, whereas this is just free outside air. It's a really nice feature to have. Our next feature is going to be with the cable itself and its connection to the tractor. So you're going to notice that we don't have a strain relief clamp. There's no cables or chains hanging off. There's nothing smashing down onto our conductor. It's a internal strain relief that goes all the way into the connection. It utilizes the Kevlar sheathing that's inside the cable, and it has 2,000 pounds of pull strength. So it's very strong and it's very capable of dragging the tractor back. You don't have to worry about that. We also have a dual axis rear swivel, so it will swing side to side as well as down and up. So as you're lowering the tractor down to the bottom of the manhole, it's not rigid sticking out, dragging down the concrete on the side of the manhole. You can have it lifted up in a safe area. And then we have a protective tubing for that high wear area as you're going into the manhole. This is our rear pennant controller, and it's going to give your setup guy the control of the tractor and the cables to be able to drive it in and out of the hole and not have to focus on that himself while he's getting the inspection set up inside the office. So we can raise and lower the crane with the pennant controller or the optional foot pedal. And this is going to take the strain off of your back, and it's going to allow you to raise and lower the tractor to get it situated from the rear workstation while the guy in the front is setting up the inspection. So this is our lowering device, or claw. It hooks in, and then you can use the foot pedal to lift the tractor. And you can see that you can tip it either way. It doesn't fall off. The way to release it is to set it back down and get slack and come off of the hooks. Another really cool feature about the air pressurization being monitored in the workstation is if you get down to 0.2 bar, your lights are going to shut off. Everything else is still going to function, but what that will do is prevent an ambitious operator from leaving that tractor in a wet environment with no air, and allows the possibility of water intrusion and damage. So you cannot finish that inspection. It's going to shut off those lights, and you'll have to remove that and fix that situation. Another one of our smart features is automatic tilt compensation. So you can see right now we're driving through the imaginary pipe, and as this starts to climb up a wall, once it gets to 15 degrees, those inside wheels are going to shut off. And then once it corrects itself automatically back down to the bottom, they're going to take off again. And it works on either side. But it's a really awesome tool to help prevent rollovers in the pipe, which is a good way to get stuck. Another awesome feature with Ibak equipment is modularity. So you'll see that our T76 tractor that we had set up for mainline is now set up for lateral launching. This leasy portion, which is on the front, will now allow us to drive through a main and launch off to the laterals. So on this tractor, we have the lateral cable, which is 120 feet of flex-coated PEX tubing, and then behind that is an additional 500 feet of soft cable. So for 620 feet overall, you can drive down the line and push it up all of the laterals and inspect those from the main. It also has an additional camera in the back, so you can watch yourself as you get positioned in the main line and get your launch started. Our truck builds are really well put together. Start off with some water washdown. You got a water pump, 14 gallons water stored on board. You can get an optional sink, even a bathroom if you need it. Our toolboxes are custom built. These drawers are rated for 300 pounds each, and they still function with me in there. They don't slide open when you're turning on the highway. They stay locked in. Very well built. The butch block countertops right by your toolbox. You can work on your tractor up here. You can change the input on your monitor to use your computer. Our cabinets have a ton of lighting, LEDs. Our storage boxes have gas struts to keep them open. Plenty of cabinet space to store all your working equipment. You can get downhole poles mounted in here to lower and raise your tractor in and out of the hole. We encourage using the rollers to protect your cable and make it easier to navigate the pipes. We also have a 14-gallon washdown tank that uses the hose and pump, and it's going to be for washing your tractor off, keeping it clean, and preventative maintenance. So up in the office, we have LED lighting on the wall. as well as your generator startup. Right now we're connected to shore power, which is a nice feature, so you can work on things in the shop without having to run your generator and put fumes into the garage. Now onto the cool part, actually operating the controls. So you'll see that as you sit in the workstation, you've got a joystick for your tractor and a joystick for your camera head, and a touch screen on the new BS10X controller that allows you to touch and navigate the different components of the equipment, and it's all automatically recognized on the screen. You can see your pressures and everything that you need to do your job. It's a really awesome setup, and I hope that you guys would give us the opportunity to come and show it to you.